right, should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. This is a high-level wrestler of the highest order. No questioning the cardio. He's got a big fight in front of him here tonight.
Every time he steps foot into the octagon, he does one thing, and that's embrace the grind. He gets right in your face. He pushes forward. He gets to the clinch. Loves the single leg takedown. If he can grab your leg, it's like getting caught in a vice grip, getting grabbed by a crocodile. He is going to finish it. He starts to run his feet immediately. When he can get you moving, he is always looking to advance from position 1 to position 2 to eventually finishing that great single leg that he possesses.
And when he closes the distance, best of luck trying to buck this guy off of you. He does pummel drills in his sleep. Big fight for him here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of, if not the greatest to ever put on a pair of 4-ounce gloves. Jon Bones Jones. Daniel, this is the only man who has ever solved your game in a mixed martial arts setting. Johnny Bones back for more tonight.
For me, I understand how special Jones is because he is the guy that's been able to beat me twice. But when you go down and you look at the resume, you start with Shogun Rua, then you have the Rashad Evans and the Rampage Jackson, then you have myself, Alexander Gustafsson. It is a list of Hall of Famers that not many people can match when they say match your resume against mine. Jon Jones is a special talent, and he has shown that every time he has fought the very best the UFC has to offer.
You put it well. In terms of the strength of schedule, I think he has the best resume of any UFC champion of all time. And of course, as he makes the walk here tonight, he puts that status on the line yet again. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 4 years, the difference in age between these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find
Bruce Buffer. 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 5 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC heavyweight champion, Brock Lesnar! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 27 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight world champion, Jon Bones Jones! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, your referee.
Are you ready? Ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Oh, he might be out.
Wow. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, nice job to get back up again. You don't want to hang out on the ground with this guy. Single collar tie now. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job.
All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. this could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips.
And this might just be a matter of time. There it is. So he taps out due to the arm bar tonight. High-level grappling work.
I mean, he had to tap. If he did not tap, this man is not opposed to snapping his arm.
Right.
Sometimes it's better to live to fight another day, but hats off to this fighter on a great submission victory.
Forward. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that is an outstanding submission win turned in by that fighter here tonight. And not just the finishing instincts, but just the transitions and how patient he was to make sure that he had not just isolated the arm, but secured it before he tried to torque it. Near perfection in terms of the execution of that armbar. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,